What do you do when the day that's supposed to mark your freedom becomes the day your world collapses? My name is Emma, and my 18th birthday was supposed to be the start of everything: adulthood, college dreams, a life I could finally shape. Instead, it became the day I lost my anchor, my mom, and the day my dad revealed a secret that turned my grief into something sharper, something that cut deeper than I thought possible. It was a crisp autumn morning, the kind where the air smells like leaves and possibility. I woke up to the sound of Mom humming in the kitchen, her voice soft but steady, like always. She was making my favorite breakfast, blueberry pancakes, with a side of her terrible jokes. "Emma, you're officially too old for my puns now," she teased, flipping a pancake with a grin. I rolled my eyes but laughed, savoring the warmth of her presence. She was my best friend, my confidant, the one who believed in me when I doubted myself. That morning, she seemed tired, her smile a little strained, but I chalked it up to her working late at the hospital. She was a nurse, always putting others first. I didn't know then that her heart was failing her, that the woman who'd carried me through life was running out of time. The day unfolded like a dream at first. Friends came over, balloons filled the living room, and Mom insisted on lighting all 18 candles on my cake herself. "Make a big wish, Emma," she said, her eyes sparkling. I closed my eyes, wishing for courage to chase my dream of studying marine biology across the country. I blew out the candles, and everyone cheered. Then, just as we started cutting the cake, Mom clutched her chest. Her face went pale, and she collapsed. The room spun. I screamed her name, but she didn't respond. Paramedics came, but it was too late. My mom, the heart of our family, was gone. A heart attack, they said. Sudden. Unpreventable. On my 18th birthday, the world stopped turning. The days that followed were a blur of tears and silence. Dad was distant, handling funeral arrangements with a mechanical precision that scared me. He'd always been the practical one, the one who fixed things, but now he seemed broken too. I clung to Mom's memory, her laugh, her gentle hands, the way she'd tuck me in even when I was too old for it. She'd left me everything, I thought. Her love, her dreams for me, and the small inheritance she'd saved from years of overtime. It wasn't much, but it was enough to cover my college tuition, to give me a start. I held on to that like a lifeline, a piece of her to carry forward. A week after the funeral, Dad called me into the living room. His new wife, Karen, sat beside him, her hand on his arm. They'd married quietly a year ago, after a whirlwind romance that Mom had barely accepted before she got sick. I didn't mind Karen, she was kind enough, if a little too eager to play stepmom. But that day, Dad's face was grim, his eyes avoiding mine. "Emma," he said, his voice low, "there's something we need to talk about. Your mom's inheritance, it's not just for you." I froze. "What do you mean?" My voice was barely a whisper. He shifted uncomfortably. "Karen has a daughter, Lily. She's 16. Your mom's will, it's complicated. The money's to be split between you and Lily." The words hit like a slap. Lily? I'd met her once, a shy girl who barely spoke at the wedding. She wasn't Mom's daughter. She wasn't even Dad's. Why would Mom's savings, her sacrifice, go to someone I hardly knew? I looked at Karen, expecting her to protest, but she just nodded, her eyes soft with something like pity. "It's what your mom would have wanted," she said. I wanted to scream. How could she know what Mom wanted? Mom was gone, and now her legacy was being carved up like the birthday cake we never finished. I stormed out, my chest tight with anger and grief. How could Dad do this? How could he take Mom's gift to me and give half to a stranger? I locked myself in my room, staring at the photo of Mom and me on my nightstand. Her smile seemed to ask me to understand, but I couldn't. Not yet. The next morning, I found Lily sitting on the porch, her knees pulled to her chest. She looked small, her dark hair falling over her face. I hadn't planned to talk to her, but something about her hunched shoulders stopped me. "You okay?" I asked, my voice sharper than I meant. She looked up, startled. "I didn't ask for this," she said quietly. "I didn't even know about the money until yesterday." Her words caught me off guard. "Then why's it happening?" I demanded. Lily hesitated, then pulled a folded letter from her pocket. "Your mom wrote this. For me." My heart sank as I took it, recognizing Mom's neat handwriting. The letter was short but heavy with meaning. Mom had met Lily a few times, had seen her struggling. Her dad was out of the picture, and Karen worked 2 jobs to keep them afloat. Mom wrote that she saw herself in Lily, a girl with dreams but no means. She'd asked Dad to ensure Lily got a share of the inheritance, to give her a chance at college too. I sat down hard on the porch steps, the letter trembling in my hands. This was the twist I hadn't seen coming. Mom's own words, reaching from beyond to change everything. She hadn't just been my mom, she'd been a woman who saw need and met it, even in a stranger. I wanted to be angry, to cling to my loss, but Mom's voice in that letter was clear: love doesn't divide, it multiplies. Lily spoke again, her voice soft. "I don't want to take anything from you, Emma. If you need it all, I'll tell them no." Her eyes were honest, and for the first time, I saw her not as a thief but as a girl carrying her own burdens. Over the next few weeks, I wrestled with my feelings. I missed Mom so much it hurt to breathe, but her letter kept pulling me back. She'd believed in fairness, in second chances. Slowly, I started talking to Lily. We shared stories about our dreams, mine for the ocean, hers for art school. She wasn't my sister, not really, but she was someone Mom had chosen to help. And maybe, in honoring that, I could honor Mom too. Dad and I had hard conversations. He admitted he'd been scared to tell me, scared of losing me too. Karen, to her credit, stayed out of it, letting us find our way. In the end, I agreed to split the inheritance. It wasn't easy. Part of me still wanted to hold on to every penny, every piece of Mom. But I realized the money wasn't her true legacy. Her love, her compassion, her belief in Methat was what I carried forward. On what would have been Mom's birthday, Lily and I planted a tree in the backyard, a maple like the ones she loved. We didn't talk much, but we didn't need to. The tree was small, but its roots would grow, just like the understanding between us. I still grieved, still felt the ache of that terrible birthday, but I also felt Mom's presence, guiding me towards something bigger than myself. Life doesn't always give you what you expect. Sometimes it takes away what you love most, and sometimes it asks you to share what's left. But in that sharing, I found a strength I didn't know I had. Mom's gone, but her heart lives on in me, in Lily, in the choices we make to keep her light alive.